Colts taking on the LA Chargers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They go play action with Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Richardson. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49.
It's a gain of
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. Delta. Set.
Herbert now. Now he's going to step up and run. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Okay, ready?
The tight end in motion right.
19, charge.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, 75 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
380. Hey, Ram. Go.
Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Man open inside is Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Chargers at 500 hit 6-6. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Herbert throwing again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Colts 16-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now it's
gets through, and now an opening. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that's complete to Mitchell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to the air with Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Chop alert! Let's go now.
Running left, Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Richardson looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Adonai Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can, there he goes right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Chargers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Viking 18, 79 Broncos.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Lions, 18, Pioneers. Warriors, 70.
Play action. Now Richardson. Quick slant here to Woods. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Johnston. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Omarion Hampton from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now good return up past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Okay, break. 70, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 44 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hold the troops right. Cut. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston. 65 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That is incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yaya Diaby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kappa. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Herbert.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
And this will be taken at the 13. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Richardson working from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Richardson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He gets it to Johnston.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
21.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Hey, Kappa. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Set. Ready.
The final shot before the break for Herbert.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the gun, Bigsby. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Omarion Hampton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
42, Colts 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
60 by 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Go.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcats, 70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
19 Lions.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
380. You're out. 380. Go.
Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
21.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Delta to Hunt. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go. Ready.
Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't call the matrix.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Set. 380. You're out.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
180. 180 hot. Tip.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cowboy 80, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson looking to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hawk 70, 79 Broncos. Go.
Back to the air with Richardson.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
42. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
He gets this to Hampton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
12. Time down.
Now it's Herbert.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the air again, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 52, Colts 42.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Let's go now. Press all 80. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 60. 18 Rattler. Go.
Richardson working from the gun.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Taylor again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This will be caught by Brown.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
12. 5-9. Tighten up.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll try and do this himself. That is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 52.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go Lion, 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 Lion. 380. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa.
Herbert to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Throw left side complete. That's Hampton.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Tate Bigsby.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Panthers 60, Panthers 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Richardson.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll try and do this himself. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Viking 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
60 by Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60.
Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 50.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got him in. It's Brown. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed